Have you ever wondered what it feels like to step inside a real movie? Imagine being moved by the story, interacting with characters, and every scene crafted so perfectly that it feels like Hollywood playing out right on your screen. Today, I'm bringing you the top 10 PS5 games with movie-level cinematics that will make you pause everything and live the experience moment by moment. From stunning visuals to heart-pounding moments and breathtaking scenes, let's go. I have to tell you about an absolutely mind-blowing experience. Honestly, I never played the first Alan Wake. Maybe I missed it back then. But when I sat down with Alan Wake 2 on PS5, wow. The game pulled me into a living, dark world that makes you feel every moment like you're really there. The story is dual and incredible. You've got Saga Anderson, an FBI agent investigating bizarre murders in Bright Falls, and Alan Wake, trapped in the dark dimension Dark Place for 13 years. Each character plays completely differently. Saga gathers clues and connects events on the caseboard, while Alan can literally reshape reality with his words and that amazing angel lamp. It's both imaginative and terrifyingly real. The gameplay is intense and realistic. Light is your primary weapon to burn through enemies' darkness shields before you can shoot, and every encounter ramps up the fear and tension like nothing else. The graphics? Absolutely stunning. The reflections, shadows, character animations, the tiniest details. It feels like you're inside a live horror movie. And the atmosphere, the music, the suspense, it keeps you glued to the screen. The story, the gameplay, the graphics, the realistic world. It made me applaud the studio for their insane creativity and respect-worthy work. Trust me, even if you never played the first game, Alan Wake 2 is an epic experience. Horror, mystery, suspense, it hits your brain and heart all at once. I played Final Fantasy XVI, and I had mixed feelings. A lot of people said it was a failure because of the reviews, but trust me, this game is an absolute masterpiece. First off, the sword combat is insane. Controlling Clive Rossfield and his fighting style is fast, fluid, and full of stunning moves. Every swing, every leap, every special ability, you feel it in your hands. And on PS5, the feedback makes every hit feel real and satisfying. The story? Valisthea is dark, complex, and full of political conflicts, revenge, and icon powers. The cinematic cutscenes? Honestly, it feels like watching a dark fantasy movie. The plot is gripping and makes you want to follow every twist and turn without pause. The gameplay itself is amazing, fast-paced and fun, with customization options that make each battle feel unique. You can summon icons in key moments and obliterate enemies in cinematic fashion. Every fight tests your reflexes, strategy, and even your patience. The open world is gorgeous and detailed. Every location feels alive, and side quests add depth or reveal more of Valisthea's history. Sure, the sheer number of characters can be overwhelming, but the game delivers a deep, thrilling, and action-packed experience, something you really want to experience on PS5. Honestly, if you give it a real chance, Final Fantasy XVI is a game full of life, emotions, and epic battles you'll never forget. God of War Ragnarök on PS5. I felt like I was truly inside Norse mythology. The 9 realms are breathtaking. Each one has its own atmosphere, packed with details that pull you deep into the story and legendary world. You play as Kratos with his son Atreus, and every fight makes you feel the power of the weapons. Leviathan axe, blades of chaos, and amazing new abilities for both Kratos and Atreus. Combat is fluid, dynamic, and every boss encounter has its own strategy, from massive Norse gods to terrifying mythical creatures. The gameplay is full of tension, exploration, and secrets. Every corner has puzzles and surprises that keep you 100% engaged. And honestly, you might ask yourself, is this better than God of War 2018? And in almost every way, yes, it surpasses it in story, worlds, and cinematic detail. The story is deep, facing fate, breaking the past, protecting family and the realms. Every moment is filled with emotion, tension, and excitement. Every second in Ragnarok makes you feel like you're living the legend yourself. Honestly, I was already blown away by Horizon Zero Dawn. Such an amazing concept. Fighting massive machines in a crumbling post-apocalyptic world after a technological revolution. Everything just feels epic. But when I played Horizon Forbidden West, oh man, this game takes it to a whole new level on PS5. The gameplay? Incredible. Aloy has all these new tools like the Polecaster, Shield Wing, and even diving underwater. It genuinely feels like you're living in this world, moving through mountains, forests, sunken cities, and taking on machines with strategy and skill. And the graphics? Wow. The details, lighting, dynamic weather, every frame makes you pause and say, is this real? The story? Honestly, it was a bit disappointing compared to the first game. But with all the freedom to explore, the thrilling gameplay, and epic battles against the machines, it's still an unforgettable experience. Trust me, even if the story sometimes falls short, Horizon Forbidden West on PS5 is an adventure you'll get lost in for hours. A massive world, exciting missions, gigantic machines, and visuals that just blow your mind. When I first played Red Dead Redemption 2, I thought to myself, what is this game? All you do is walk and walk and walk. I played for 3 hours and started feeling a bit bored. I even thought, okay, I'll just turn off the PS5. But honestly, when I decided to give it a real chance, something amazing happened. I slowly started to understand. I truly realized what Red Dead Redemption 2 is. This is a masterpiece, a game that goes beyond anything you've seen in open-world games. The open world is massive and breathtaking. Mountains, forests, rivers, and even the tiniest details in towns and villages are all crafted to make you feel like you're living in the real American West. The animals behave so realistically, wandering, hunting, and interacting with the environment. Even the birds flying overhead feel alive. And the characters? Every NPC feels like a living part of the world. They talk, react to each other, and respond to you. You truly feel the world breathing and changing around you. And the cinematic scenes and story? Oh man, it's like watching a live-action Western film. Every moment is packed with drama, friendship, betrayal, and tension. Every scene, every conversation, every confrontation makes you feel like you are part of this incredibly detailed, living world. Honestly, every second, every step, every moment makes you rethink what open-world games can be. And RDR2 stands as one of the greatest games ever made. All right. I know it sounds a bit weird, but the first Uncharted game I ever played was Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. I know it's not exactly logical, but honestly, you can enjoy it even if you haven't played the previous games. Nathan Drake's story is clear, and the adventure is amazing from the very start. The game is absolutely breathtaking. You start the journey with Nathan Drake, who's trying to live a normal life after retiring from treasure hunting. But suddenly, his long-lost brother Samuel shows up and drags him on a globe-trotting adventure to find the legendary pirate treasure. The gameplay on PS5? Incredible. Climbing, jumping, using the grappling hook, and combat all feel fluid and natural. And the enemies with advanced AI make you think carefully about every move. Every environment, from dense jungles to snowy mountains and abandoned cities, is packed with detail that makes you feel like you're actually living the adventure. And the story? Emotional and engaging. Moments of laughter, tension, and real danger. Every discovery, every encounter with Rafe Adler or Nadine Ross makes you ask yourself, will I make it? Can I succeed? And the family bond between Nathan and his brother, plus the friendship with Sully, hits you emotionally. Honestly, Uncharted 4 isn't just an adventure game. It's a full cinematic experience, packed with excitement, suspense, and genuine emotion that keeps you hooked from start to finish, making you feel like you're living the story yourself. When I was a kid, I used to watch the Spider-Man movies, especially the original trilogy, and I kept thinking to myself, when will we get a Spider-Man game as amazing as what I'm seeing on screen? Well, that dream finally came true when Marvel's Spider-Man 2 hit the PS5. Honestly, this game blew me away. From the very first moment, it feels like you're inside a live-action film. The dialogue, the cinematic scenes, Even the way the characters move makes you feel like you're part of every moment. Playing as Peter Parker and Miles Morales, you can switch between them on the fly, and each has their own unique powers. Peter with the new symbiote abilities, and Miles with his bioelectric skills. And the city? Bigger and more alive than ever. Brooklyn, Queens, even Coney Island, every corner is bustling with life. Traversing the city? You feel like you're really swinging between skyscrapers, using the new web wings to glide and harness the wind for speed and distance. And the villains? You can't forget Venom, Kraven the Hunter, and the Lizard. Every fight is intense and full of tension, keeping you glued to the screen as if you're part of the movie itself. Honestly, this game isn't just a game. It's a cinematic experience, alive, thrilling, and packed with adventure, making you feel like you're the real hero of New York City. We all remember the first Death Stranding. A strange game, different, something most of us didn't fully understand at first. But with time, it became this emotional experience that stayed with us. So when Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, was announced, I asked myself, can Kojima really take this any further? The answer is absolutely yes, and in the craziest way possible. The story picks up 11 months after the first game. The world has changed, the network is connected, and people are starting to stand on their own. And here comes Sam Porter Bridges again. And honestly, Norman Reedus delivers a performance that feels lived, not acted. You can literally feel every expression, every step, every tired breath. It's scary how real he looks. And then we have Elle Fanning. Guys, Kojima literally brought Hollywood with him this time. Her performance is beautiful, emotional, and adds this human depth that hits you in unexpected moments. When she's on screen, you really feel something. Like she's telling you, buckle up, the real journey is just starting. With Fragile and the Drawbridge organization, Sam heads into a new mission. Not just delivering cargo, but reconnecting survivors across a brutal, unpredictable Australia. And you start asking yourself, where is this story going? What's waiting for Sam out there? Gameplay? Huge upgrade. Combat is deeper, weapons are more varied, the ghost mechs are terrifying in the best way, and even the BTs, the creatures we thought we understood, are now smarter and deadlier. And the visuals. This is where you see the PS5 Pro flex. Lighting, terrain, weather effects, facial animation. Everything looks so real you forget you're playing a game. So in the end, was the wait worth it? For me, absolutely. It's gripping, emotional, cinematic, and honestly, Kojima proved once again that he's not just making games. He's a full-on Hollywood director who just happens to work in gaming.
All right, everyone, stick with me for a minute. Who remembers the launch day of Cyberpunk 2077? Oh man, it was a total disaster. Glitches everywhere. The game barely ran on PS4 and Xbox One, and people were furious. But check this out. CD Projekt Red didn't give up. They took all the criticism, all the bugs, and worked day and night to bring us the Night City we dreamed of. And with the 2.0 update and the Phantom Liberty expansion, guys, the game is now a masterpiece. And on PS5 and next-gen consoles, oh, this is where it shines. The graphics are insane. Reflections on the buildings, wet streets, neon lights, every shadow, every movement feels alive and real. Character details, clothing, animations, everything makes you feel like you're truly part of the city. Loading times? Lightning fast. Everything runs smooth with zero hiccups. The cinematic sequences? Honestly, it feels like you're watching a Hollywood movie. The camera work, lighting, and dialogue are all crafted with precision, and the voice acting takes the experience to a whole new level. The world. Night City is massive, alive, full of skyscrapers, cars moving realistically, people acting like real humans. Every corner makes you feel fully immersed in a living city. And the story? Incredible. Your choices as V actually impact the world and the people around you, making you question your morality. Do I do the right thing, or do I harm others? Side missions are varied. Heists, investigations, combat, and mini-stories that make the city feel alive. Believe me, after all the updates, Cyberpunk 2077 on PS5 is now a fully alive, vibrant, next-gen experience, Stunning graphics, mesmerizing reflections, a living city, and cinematic moments that feel like you're inside a real movie.
Guys, when I started playing The Last of Us Part 1 on PS5, I honestly felt like I was inside a living movie. Every scene, every movement, every expression on Joel and Ellie tells a story in an incredible way. Honestly, I loved Part 1 more than Part 1. Part 2 sometimes felt a bit scattered, while this remake brings the story back in a strong, focused, and emotional way. The gameplay on PS5 is amazing. The lighting, the details, the facial animations are next level. And with the DualSense, you can feel every movement, every impact, every step. The combat? Every decision matters. Do you fight, hide, or run? Every moment is tense, keeping you 100% engaged with the game. And the story? Absolutely emotional, filled with sadness, fear, hope, and every scene makes you connect deeply with Joel and Ellie. Sometimes your heart stops from the tension, sometimes you laugh with them, and sometimes you reflect on humanity and the sacrifices we make to survive. Honestly, the Last of Us Part 1 remake on PS5 is insanely strong. It brings the game to life, with deeper emotions, more tension, and a cinematic experience that makes you feel like you're really living the story. Every second is an experience, and every moment pulls you into the story like crazy. If you want, I